guests from balcony. We worked so late, so diligent last night, and we woke up with joy and appreciation because our service to the greatest country in the world make us proud. Isn't that right? So please join me pledging allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with justice and peace. And we have done so much for Texas. Let's pledge to our flag of Texas. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. God bless Texas. God bless America.
Please excuse Ms. Hinojosa because of an illness on motion of Mr. Raymond. Please excuse Mr. Anchia because of an illness on motion of Mr. Rosenthal. Is there objection? Chair is none, so ordered. Members, the chair is pleased to recognize Dr. Casa from Richardson as the Doctor of the Day. Members, join me in welcoming our Doctor of the Day.
Mr. Speaker.
Ms. Doorkeeper.
Mr. Speaker, I have a messenger for the Senate.
You made the messenger.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am directed by the Senate to inform...
Chair recognizes Ms. Howard for notice.
Got shot down.
Pursuant to Rule 7, Section 37C, I hereby give notice that I
Cannot figure out how the fuck this thing works.
the vote by which Senate Bill 1191 was defeated.
Oh my God, Susie Wade, incredible woman, incredible person.
Cook for notice.
Fucking audio doesn't fucking work. Son of a bitch.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, pursuant to Rule 7, Section 37C, I hereby give notice that I intend in at least 1 hour's time to move to reconsider.
Well, we'll just leave it up.
HJR 87 was defeated.
If it works, somebody will text me. Because right now it's not doing shit. Looks like we're live. Why did they cut off the Senate message? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, well, there's no messages in the chat, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. This new platform stinks, but I can't see if anybody, I can't see where anybody is. This is BS. Let me try this.
Members, please
Let
take
me
your
try
seats for the
this.
memorial recognitions.
Wait, no. Susie Wade, the beautiful. I love you, Susie Wade. Why can't I see Susie Wade's comments on the live stream?
The chair recognizes Mr. Martinez Fisher for memorial recognition.
Who gives a fuck? Get this shit over with.
Rise to
Kill me. Come on.
adopted a resolution, House Resolution 1049, honoring the life of Arthur Tenayuca Moreno. I think these resolutions are always hard for us. We do them all the time.
I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't see the comments.
But you know, sometimes we have those resolutions.
I can't. The audio's working. It says that I'm live, but I can't see anybody's comments. It's really freaking annoying.
Mr. Moreno was a fixture here at the Capitol. He grew up in the south side of San Antonio. He traveled the world in the United States Navy. And he worked for 4 gubernatorial administrations.
Oh, I can only see
at the General Land Office and at the Texas
the
Department
YouTube
of Health.
comments.
He's the
Well, that's
founder of the
bullshit.
National Hispanic Institute.
Here's what we're gonna have to do, folks. We are gonna have to
San Antonio
drag
family man. They lived his life with love.
the
honor,
Instagram
and
chat.
service. And so there's no
All right, now we're
better
rolling,
way
baby. Now we're cooking.
than by acknowledging his
Now we're
accomplishments,
cooking with
also
gas,
showing our respect and
motherfuckers.
admiration for his family that are here.
Hey, there's Mr. LaHood who betrayed us all and voted for SB 30. So, Mr. LaHood, you can kiss my ass, you sellout piece of shit. Oh no, you shouldn't attack the legislatures. You know what? Fuck these people. All right, I think we're rolling now. I think we're rolling now, baby.
Here, working and advocating for nonprofit organizations. She's joined by her daughter, Victoria Herrera. Victoria is a fixture in San Antonio.
Hola.
You all know that her husband, Jorge Herrera, is very active in our community and is a business leader back home. Also joined by their child, Mr. Moreno's grandchild, Ilan Herrera, who is a graduate of Central Catholic High School, will be attending, I believe it's Boston University or Boston College this fall. We're very proud of him. We also have Leticia Caballero, who's a daughter. She is in the healthcare space as well, working with assisted living. We have Frank Caballero. We have Sarah Caballero, a grandchild. We have another daughter, Gabriela Sines, who's a senior VP for the Christus Health. And we know Christus very well in San Antonio and throughout the state. We're also joined by a son-in-law, Aaron Sines of Atlas Energy, grandchild, Mateo Sines.
It's
and
about to
Thomas
pass right
Sines,
now.
Another grandchild. Members, I appreciate we had a late night. I know we're all here. I appreciate you showing your respect and reverence. I know the members of the Bexar County delegation honor the life of Mr. Moreno and his family, and we want to show our appreciation for all that he did and the service that continues through his family and his grandchildren.
Members, guests in the gallery, please rise and join us in observing a moment of silence.
Josh fucking Birmingham. All right, we're back. We are back on the live stream, and we're pissed off because Josh Birmingham's here. He always gets me fired up. Good morning, everybody. SB30. It's a day of reckoning. It is a day of reckoning. I think we're live on YouTube and Instagram now. So, notice a lot of people will turn into Instagram, but not YouTube. So, I'm trying a new thing today for the live stream. And Bruce Steckler even has some interns. Shut up!
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, I love this lady. She's a badass. But she's not talking about SB30. Flores on the JCJ committee. Like I was saying, though, Bruce Steckler's got some young kids attending the live stream. Just a good group of kids. Kids hungry, ready to learn. Really, really nice. I've been very impressed by these summer interns that Mr. Steckler had. Maybe I'll get an intern soon. I don't know. I don't think anybody want to intern for me. Maybe I can intern for Josh Birmingham. That's my dream. All right, so we're back at the legislature. They're going to vote on SB30 today. The latest tort reform bullshit. You guys know what it is. You know I'm still pissed. Let me check in on the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, drop a comment. I'm trying to see if I can see it. I don't know if I can. Going live on Instagram at the same time is really hard. Let's see what these guys are talking about. Memorial recognition of somebody's dead. Let's check in, though, on the fashion choices we already have. Everybody's got some really good fashion. There's Senator Little. There's Ms. Flores. I don't know who that is. That guy's a badass, too. Here in the middle, I like him a lot. I don't know who anybody else is. This little turd with the mustache is a total TLR sellout. But fashion-wise, this blue suit is badass. That's a cool color. Got the 7 on the Navy on Flores. You know, she's always supporting the 7th Amendment. The ties are pretty boring today. A lot of blues. This guy's shirt. Now, I am a little colorblind, so it looks like real purple to me. I'm actually really colorblind, so it's probably not even the same colors that you guys are seeing. But I hate that. I hate that shit. The tie knots are really a frickin' joke. You know, the men in the legislature just cannot dress. So, SB30, where are we at? Okay, there's a lot of this bill that has been dropped. We'll get into that later. I don't know how long we'll live stream today. There's a lot going on at the office. But I definitely at least wanted to hop on here, test the live stream, the dual live stream with Instagram and YouTube. If you're on Instagram, please drop a comment saying, hey, we can hear you. Hey, we can see you. Lets me know that it's at least working. It might be lagging, though. If it's lagging, let me know as well. Claire, Nico, let me know if you guys are in here. There's someone named Cabbage Demon. That is badass. That is I'm stealing that. Cabbage Demon. Oh my God. Nick Rodriguez. Hell yes. Nick Rodriguez is in the live stream. Nick, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Testing out a new platform today. Interns, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Oh, Nico's in there. Okay, I see Nico. All right, everybody standing. Moment of silence for, let's see, let's take a listen. Well, it's a moment of silence, so there's not a lot to listen to, obviously. Nick dropped an emoji with a wave. Okay, I think he can hear me and see me. Okay, so SB30. Thank you, Nick. What's left? So they've dropped a lot of the non-economic bullshit, a lot of the caps, a lot of the unconstitutional attacks on your rights have been dropped out, but the bill still sucks. It's still some bullshit. Bullshit. So we'll talk through that today. I had thought this had passed. If you were following me on Monday, I thought it had passed Monday. I was wrong. Apparently, there's something called a floor reading. It was read on the floor 3 times, which means on the 3rd reading, it's ready to go. Hold on, what's this turd saying? I hate this guy.
On Senate Bill 748, we've been on 2nd reading regarding its cleanup bill for ladies
Clean up. We're fucking talking about laser hair removal. You shitting me? Oh, there's Moody. You know, Moody, if you watched the JCJ committee, you know I'm pissed at him because he voted for the bill, but he kind of saved our butts on Monday. I want to get into that later. But Moody loved that jacket. He might be the fashion winner of the day, actually. But look at this. I mean, we got, school choice. We got tort reform. We got the banning of THC, and they're talking about laser hair removal. You know what they need a laser hair removal was that guy's mustache. That's what we need laser hair removal for. Drop a comment on Instagram. Drop a comment in YouTube. Let me know you're alive. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you feel about SB 30. I know folks got some opinions. You let me know where they are on a daily basis on Instagram. There was even some people who told me not to live stream today. It kind of hurt. Now, I put the option on there. Maybe I do talk too much. Maybe I need to shut the hell up. Probably should. My wife just sent me a hilarious meme. Okay. All right. I'm going to check in on analytics. Make sure we're still looking good. So what's left of the bill? So what's left of the bill is all attacks on LOPs, letter of protections. What they're really attacking is they want to make plaintiffs' lawyers look shitty in front of the jury. That's the whole goal. How do we discredit the plaintiff's lawyer? We're going to talk through what an LOP bill is. You know why my shit is sucking? It's because I got the ad blocker on. Damn it. Son of a gun. All right. So what they want to do with the tort reform bill is make the plaintiff's lawyer look crappy, because then they know if the plaintiff's lawyer does not have credibility, the jury will award less damages. Oh my God, my face looks like crap. Oh, how about now? Boom, Kim Kardashian style. You know what? Maybe we need to have some of the interns. I'd like to get their take. Maybe we should feature them on the live stream today. It's always good to get the opinions of the young folks out there, the Gen Zs, the Gen Xs, and these kids are all smart. They ain't dealing with no dummies here. So I'm really interested to hear what their opinions could be on this. See what they think about tort reform, what they think about the rights being taken away. Damn, this is lagging. Why don't we get to work? Jesus, let's get to voting here. We've got 2 days left in the legislature, and we're just off here screwing around, waving at people. Is this lady with a camera? Like, what are you doing? Let's go! Jesus. Let's get to moving here, people. There's actually 9 pages of bills today. I'll show you that. Hold on one second. Yeah, there's like 9 pages of bills being heard today. They were supposed to start at 8 a.m. Got started, of course, like 3 hours late, as they usually 2.5 hours late as they usually do here in the legislature. Got to capture all those bribes before your morning starts. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure you're getting paid by the lobbyists before you get your day started. I think my shit is lagging because anytime I switch over, it's politics. Susie, it is politics, and it's real frustrating, isn't it? I mean, we elect these people to represent us, and what do? They represent the corporations, the oligarchs, the rich. But I will give the legislature credit. I was watching real late last night till like 10:30 they were up working. So they're not lazy. They're just getting the oligarchs' return on investment. Oh, got some students in there. Let's see where they're from.
In scholarships. We have Genesis Andrade. who adapted to life and learning across 2 countries.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
now aims to become a woman's health nurse practitioner.
Oh, that's really cool. I love these scarves. Those are sick. Those are really sweet looking.
Attending Washington University in St. Louis on a full ride.
Whoa! That girl is smart.
These graduates have volunteered.
Must be, these must be high school kids. That's what it is. Down visiting the Capitol, getting some spotlight.
Work part
Man, you guys remember high school? What a horrible existence.
time jobs to support their families and participated in internships and enrichment programs.
All right, well, we don't really care about that. Again, I don't know what time SB 30 will happen today. I don't know when, who, what's going to happen. I don't even know if there's more amendments coming. I hope there's more amendments coming, because the more amendments, the more we can water down this bill, and the greater chance we have of them not reaching it in time, because they are on a strict deadline. They got to pass this shit ASAP. I mean, they got, what day is today? Wednesday. They got Wednesday. They got today. They got until the 2nd, I think. Comment in the chat if that's right. I think they have until the 2nd to pass this. Excuse me. And that's the hard deadline. That's, if they want to get it to the governor's desk, they got to get it out of the House, because it's got to go to the Senate, because they've had so many changes to SB 30. Remember, the bill starts in the Senate. That's why it starts with SB and not HB. The House version of this was 4806. We covered a lot of that in that JCJ, baby. I mean, if you were here, you know we were fired up. Man, we spent, what was that? That was in May. We spent, what, 12 hours that day? But man, we got some good testimony. It clearly had an effect. That's why they dropped portions of the bill related to non-economic damages, because when they heard some of the victims and how these victims would be affected, women that were raped, kids that were burned alive, the legislators thought, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't completely fuck over our constituents that have been burned alive. Maybe we shouldn't fuck over dead kids. Maybe that could come back. Maybe there could be an ad against me in the future saying I betrayed burned kids. Yeah, not a good look. So luckily, some of them grew a spine. I don't know who. We'll never know who. And the non-economic portions, the horrible pain and suffering definitions, the horrible mental anguish definitions, the horrible requirements for remitter or unanimous findings or $250,000 caps, all of that has been removed. Thank God. Thank God. I would hate to live in a state where the value of human life is $250,000. You know what that's called? We call that a bounty. A bounty, meaning I can kill you because your life is only $250,000 worth. My daughter's life would be $250,000 worth. In our last live stream, we talked about how we got here. Why do we have tort reform? Why are we doing this? Oh, Wesley Gould. Hey, Wesley. Wesley, very famous trial lawyer, does personal injury here in Dallas, Texas. Very well-known trial lawyer. Works over downtown with my buddy Jake Von Ponsky. Does a lot of personal. I mean, I met Wesley's got a bunch of stories that this bill would have completely destroyed. Some of the cases he's worked on and some of the horrific cases and people not horrific people, the horrific circumstances in which he had to represent people whose rights would have been taken away. I know Wesley's done a bunch of work on apartment shootings, people that have been literally murdered. Those cases would be completely gone, to the extent they're not already gone here in Texas because of a stupid ass case called Timberwalk. We'll talk about that later. Maybe we can talk to the interns about that. Bring them in here. Comment on Instagram if you think the interns should make an appearance on the live stream. I think they should. They're not my interns, so I'd have to ask Bruce and see if it would be okay with him. Wesley says this bill was awful and would have been an absolute disaster for victims. Agreed. Let's see what let's check in on the live Texas House floor. Let's see what they're saying.
Offices all across our capital. These students.
More students. Who gives a shit? Let's get to some legislation. My God. I mean, we pay you people to go down there to pass bills that help us. Let's get some property tax relief. These kids are going to be just fine. Look at them. I'm sure these are sweet kids, but you should have done this at the beginning of the session. You should have done this in March or April. Like, come on. Let's get to it. Let's get to the point. These are people's rights that are being taken away. One thing I thought was really interesting on Monday was the debate on SB 13. Let me know what you guys thought about SB 13, which is the book banning bill. That the ability to ban certain books. That was for about 5 hours on Monday. That was really interesting. I watched that for quite a bit. Let me check in on YouTube, though. Hold on one second, guys. All right, we're still live on YouTube. The chat function on this Restream app is not working. And I don't know why. So I can't see people's comments. I could see Wesley's Instagram comment. And I think the buffering is killing me. Wow, we got 9 people on Instagram, 10 people. Let's go. Great to see everybody. Yeah, I am having some serious. This is in this pathetic, Gould. These technical difficulties. I do think we need to hear from some interns. I think they're in here, but they're not commenting. I mean, you know what? We're gonna bust in there. We're gonna go in there with the camera. And we're gonna get these people's thoughts, feelings. It's good to talk about your feelings. I mean, I talk about my feelings all the time. Ooh, I made a new purchase on Etsy. I am really excited about it. I'm going to get some golf ball cups made. The interns ain't working. No, they are. They're working hard. Man, they got some big projects going on in there. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I got some cups made on Etsy. Drop in the chat the number one thing you hate about SB 30. I'll send you a cup. I might send you a cup. I'm getting proofs worked on right now. But do people like cups? I'm thinking about getting some thermoses made. All right, we got 2 views on. All right, the technical, we're doing good tech-wise. YouTube says we're doing good. Let me send this. I got to send an email real quick. Hold on a second, folks. Looks like they're on another break. The work never ends. The work never ends. Appreciate everybody tuning in so far, though. Oh, damn it. Can we get to work? Senator Fisher. Come on. Jeez, Mike, this is. I got to get a better computer, y'all, because this shit is slow. All right, Rep Flores. Let's see what she's saying.
Very near and dear to my heart, my older sister, Angela Flores Beck. My sister Angela was born in 1950 to our two wonderful parents, Francisco Flores Sr. and Ernestina Saldaña Flores. We grew up together in Laredo with a close and constant...
What are you talking about? I don't care about your sister. All right, let's check in on the chat. Interns need you to step up. Now, man, they're working. They're working. We'll talk to them here shortly. Okay, worst thing. That these bozos so blatantly are in the back pocket of big insurance, they had the audacity to bring up the sweeping bill in the first place. Cup now. Wait, what's a cup now? Well, all right, I'll write that down. Get it before the tariffs hit. Yeah, and that's true. This couple's like $30, but I'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty excited about it. My wife is a big Tumblr fan. Maybe she can use it. But yeah, Wesley's right. So how did we get here? Well, the big insurance companies are sick of paying you, the policyholders, who pay them money for insurance, and then when you get hurt, they have to pay that money back. Not all of it, some of it, after they collect their profits from Wall Street, and they don't like to pay it back because it cuts into their CEO's $26 million salary. I mean, let's look at this. Let's keep something in mind here, y'all. Keep in mind that these dudes are making hundos. Look at this. How much are insurance CEOs make? Look at this crap. State Farm, 24 million. This is 3 years ago, 24 million. Travelers, 20 million. Allstate, 18. Liberty Mutual, 15. Farmers, 9. USAA, 4. 130 million. This isn't even all the insurance companies. These are just personal lines. I mean, that's crazy. But they're saying, hey, you know who's really suffering? Us. We need pay raises because as a CEO, the money's not enough. So who's going to pay for it? You are. We're going to raise your rates. We're going to give you less coverage. And then when the stock price goes up, we're going to pocket the cash. Look at this. This is, these are all health. Man, look at health insurance. Look at this dude. The lady that runs CVS makes $30 million. Jeez, Gail makes 24 and has a really shitty haircut. Damn, Gail, you'd think with 24 million bucks you'd get a better haircut than that. Jeez, I wonder if we can find out State Farm's latest. I think it was I saw it on Facebook. But anyway, so that addresses Wesley's point, which is the insurance companies pay, Jesus, even in 2020, 18 million, 9 million, 77 million. What the fuck? That has to be a typo. He couldn't have gone from making 77 million to 8 million. Maybe he got a big bonus. Anyway, like Wesley was saying though, what they do is they give guys like this, Brian, God, what Hughes is this guy's name? God, he is a character. They take that money, give it to him and say, hey, we're sick of paying claims. We don't want to pay these people when they get hurt. We want to keep profiting. We want to keep controlling. We want to buy bigger houses. We want to own things. So, screw the insurance customer, screw the insured. It's our time. So we'll go to the legislature. We know we're going to get a return on our money. Every time we've lobbied them in the past, we get 10x returns. So we're going to do it again and again and again. And because the public doesn't know, there's no one, especially personal injury lawyers. If there's any good that came from this summer, it's that personal injury lawyers got off their ass and started talking to people, real people, in real language about what we do and how we help people and how the legislature and the insurance companies were trying to screw them. Because until this point, personal injury lawyers we're lazy, including myself. Why wasn't I talking about this before? I should have been a lawyer for almost 10 years now. Should have been live streaming, should have been posting YouTube content 10 years ago. But I wasn't. Got comfortable, got complacent. But we're here now. I hope we did a good job of educating the public as to how corrupt our legislator is. Maybe this summer inspired people to get out there, vote locally. Vote in other elections besides the presidential election, because these people are the ones who really affect you. Yeah, the tariffs are going to hurt us. Yeah, we're all getting screwed by the tax cuts for the billionaires. Yeah, but, we'll keep living life. But the chances of you getting in a car wreck are much higher than you ever becoming a friggin' billionaire. And if this had passed, you would have been screwed. If your wife had burned alive, you would have had no claim. If your spouse died, you would have had no claim. If your kids died, they would have been capped at $250,000. If your kid was raped, would have been capped at $250,000. That's the effect of local legislation. That's why you got to pay attention. But we have to put attention to it as lawyers. I mean, we're the ones following this, but we don't turn around and educate the public because we're lazy, because we get cocky, because we'd rather go play golf or go to cocktail hours. No. I think the community has done a great job of saying, we're going to educate. I mean, I'd say 99% of the personal injury lawyers, even just on Instagram, were really awesome this summer of getting on there and promoting content or providing their own content of why this bill was so bad and what other bills that are currently in the legislature are also bad and from a personal injury context. Certainly, this session has gotten plenty of coverage on school choice or bathroom bills or the furries bills or the 10 Commandments are now going to be required in schools across the state. Yes, they're going to post the 10 Commandments in every school across the state. I don't really care whether you believe in the 10 Commandments or you don't, or you follow them or don't. I hope everybody follows them. I think generally they're pretty good. But under the Constitution, we have something called separation of church and state. I won't get into that. But I think you guys get my point of, I think this bill really woke up some of our community, most of our community, and how we can get more involved, how we can educate the public as to what we do, why we do what we do, and how we're 99% of the personal injury lawyers in this state are out to help people. Well, I'd say 99% of the lawyers in this state are out here to help people. And so is their staff, like Jenny Mack, who works at a very famous law firm, who one of her clients provided some of the most powerful testimony of the summer about how his daughter was killed. His daughter was ran over. I remember I was crying when I heard it. Thanks, Jenny, for joining us. But does it affect these people? I mean, look, they're having a grand old time. They got their kids in there slamming the gavel. I mean, dude, are you having fun? I'm so glad that my taxpayer dollars can go towards your kids getting to slam the gavel. Well, Mr. Moody, you voted in favor of tort reform last week. Voted in favor of valuing my child's life, but you're having a good old time. Could be working right now. You're supposed to start at 8:01. It's 11 o'clock, and they haven't voted on a single bill. Haven't voted on it's no wonder they have to stay up there until midnight this week because they don't do any work during the day. I mean, what is this crap? It's so frustrating. I mean, we're all at work. Everybody's work. Everybody listening to this right now is working in the background, doing our thing. But these people who we pay to go to work, they're just lollygagging around, having fun. All right, let's listen in. Let's go back to the big screen here. Thanks, everybody who has joined us so far. Okay. Oh, sweet. We got 6 people on Instagram. How many people we got on YouTube right now? We got a good stream going here. Everybody want to talk over from them. We got 3 people on YouTube, 6, man. Word is getting at. Even the people that said I shouldn't live stream today, that I should just shut the hell up, have joined in. I appreciate that too. Maybe you were just trying to mess with me, but that's okay. 11 o'clock. Hey, we got to start thinking about, since these guys ain't working, what are we going to have for lunch today? You know, that's the hardest decision of the day. Clap, 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 clap. Come on. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to put this. I'm going to take my video down. I'm going to take the break. I'm going to keep the live stream up. I'm going to turn my mic off. They're going to take a break. If they're going to take a break, we going to take a break. And we're going to, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go check on the interns. See what they're doing. See what time we can get the interns on. If you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube, I do have the ability to make you, I have the ability of, if you want to join the live stream as a guest, you can actually appear from your phone, drop in live. I can put you up on the live stream and you can live comment if you want to. So drop a comment in the chat if you have any interest of joining the live stream. I'm happy. Or you don't even have to talk to me. I will turn my camera off and you can talk to the people. You can talk to everyone. One thing I think we'll do when we get back is there was testimony that was excluded because they capped the time on SB 30. Maybe we can feature some of the testimony. We can read aloud some of the testimony that the Jeff Leach and the JCJ refused to hear. Remember, they capped us at 2 hours because they didn't want the public to come and testify against the bill because they're crooked. Because they're crooked. So maybe we'll go and read some of the submitted testimony. But we will be right back.
To the gallery, 2 individuals whose leadership and service have contributed significantly to the success of Molson Coors. In the gallery, will you please rise? We have John Goudreau, Regional Director for Chain Accounts at Molson Coors Beverage Company. And Bob Hunt, Vice President of Government Affairs, Beer and Beyond, Molson Coors Beverage Company. Bob. Thank you and all of the wonderful people at Molson Coors and for your enduring contributions to this great industry. And members, if you happen to come by House District 95, give me a call, because I'll get you a cold one. Thank you.
Ms. Collier will be sending around office gifts if you want to give her your office number. Chair recognizes Mr. Spiller for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I want to remind everybody, if you've ordered boots from Fenoglio Boot Company or you want boots and you haven't ordered them yet, they are in town today and tomorrow for boot pickup and custom fitting. They'll be there across the street at 1220 Colorado Street, Suite 450, today until 5 o'clock and tomorrow from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So if you have boots to pick up, they'd love to see you. And if you've got some you want to order, I'm sure they can take care of you there. Appreciate it.
Chair recognizes Mr. Jones of Dallas for a recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, in this building, you are only as strong as the people who surround you. And I want to take an opportunity to briefly acknowledge the House District 100 team and the hard work that they have provided to my office during the legislative session. If you could all, you're already standing. One, we have my Chief of Staff, Ryan Garcia, who's worked in public service since 2011, where he actually previously worked in the building and has worked over 15 years in Texas politics and continues to serve now in my office. So Ryan Garcia, my Chief of Staff. We have Kevin Roberts, Legislative Director, and I want to give him a big congratulations as a recent graduate of the University of Texas LBJ School of Public Affairs, and also focused on national security and state and local government, and currently serving as the president of the Austin Young Democrats. Next, we have Isabella Contreras, and she is a recent graduate of Texas Southern University Thurgood Marshall School of Law. She earned her Juris Doctorate in May 2025, so this month. Prior to law school, she received her Bachelor's of Arts in Graphic Design from St. Edward's University and continues to work hard as my TLIP intern as well as our legislative aide. So please give it up for Isabella Contreras. Thank you so much. And then Alex Ellsworth. He is currently a senior at Texas A&M University in College Station. Whoop. As our legislative aide and Texas A&M intern, and so we're so happy to have him in the Capitol office. And then I want to also acknowledge who is not present, Tyler Nelson, who is my community and constituent engagement aide for my district office and is going to be graduating from Townview High School next week. So if you could, please give it up for my hardworking staff. Thank you so much for everything you have done for this legislative session to serve the residents of House District 100. You are appreciated, you are valued, and with that, I will turn it back over. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You know what? I just realized I was on mute the whole freaking time I was talking to Instagram. God dang it.
Chair recognizes
I was
Mr.
muted.
Bell of Montgomery for a recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, today I rise
Like it, Mr. Speaker,
the
papers.
50th anniversary of the Association of Water Board Directors of Texas. Since 1975, the Association of Water Board Directors has played a vital role in supporting the utility districts and power water infrastructure and opportunity in communities outside city limits. With over 1,050 members, AWBD champions education, innovation, and efficiency across the state. Their advocacy ensures that our district is informed and effective, working closely with agencies like PCEQ. Please join me today in congratulating the Association of Water Board Directors on 50 years of service to Texas. We thank them for their continued commitment to the people of Texas and the future of our great state. And they're right here to our left, or to my left. And thank y'all for being here. Congratulations, and God bless Texas.
Chair recognizes Mr. Schofield.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I want to point out that amongst
Schofield.
the delegation visiting us today is my predecessor and one of the founders of this organization.
Yeah, I'm Schofield. I'm a huge turd. Schofield is one of the most corrupt insurance-funded. I mean, he's basically a lobbyist for the insurance industry. He never votes against the insurance industry, ever. Never votes against corporations. Never votes to hold anyone accountable. He is a complete sellout scumbag. Oh, I know. I'm not supposed to attack the legislators. I know. Oh, it's bad faith. It's a bad look. Well, you know what? Don't take my rights away. How about that? How about do your job? You know? Treat people with respect. Treat people like humans. Anyway. I think the live stream video is lagging so bad.
Members, we're ready to begin consideration of the local consent and resolutions calendar. If you have a bill on today's calendar, please be ready to explain your bill when it is reached on the calendar. Chair recognizes Representative Leo Wilson to explain SB 204.
This is Senate Bill 204. This is the Parental Rights Handbook and Training.
Members, you heard the explanation of SB 204. Is there objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 204. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 204 by Paxton relating to...
Question occurs and passed the third reading of SB 204. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 204 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain SB 437.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Assessing the penalties against treatment in facilities.
Members, you heard the explanation of SB 437. Is there objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 437. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 437 by Hinojosa Valbaligo.
Question occurs in the past third reading of SB 437. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 437 passed third reading. Chair recognizes Dr. Buckley to explain SB 568.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, SB 568, Special Education Funding and Reform for Texas Public Schools.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 568. Is there objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 568. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 568 by Betancourt relating to the
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 568. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 568 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Martinez to explain SB 612.
Construction of pipelines.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 612. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 612. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 612 by Adam Hinojosa relating
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 612. Is there any objection? Chair hears none.
Move
SB
passage.
612 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. A. Davis of Dallas to explain SB 672.
Mr. Speaker and members, it's emergency room cyber attack plans. Move passage.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 672. Is there objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 672. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 672 by Hughes relating to the crime.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 672. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 672 is passed the third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. Howard to explain SB 710.
Authorize City Council to allow City Commissions to use online message board.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 710. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 710. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 710 by Eckhart relating to this.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 710. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 710 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. Leo Wilson to explain SB 823.
This is the shrimp bill.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 823. Is there an objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 823. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 823 by Middleton relating to the required labeling of meat, poultry, shrimp.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 823. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 823 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. Lawson to explain SB 876.
The Bob Cornett Parkway.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 876. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 876. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 876 by Birdwell.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 876. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 876 passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain SB 904.
Hearing license instruments.
Members heard the explanation of SB 904. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 904. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 904 by Zaffarini relating.
The following committee amendment. Clerk will read the amendment.
Amendment by Cunningham.
Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain the committee-approved amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This language basically just tightens up the language clarification on the speech-language pathologist licensing.
Mr. Cunningham sends up a committee-approved amendment. Is there any objection to adoption of the amendment? Chair hears none. The amendment's adopted. Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 904. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 904 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain SB 905.
Speech licensing.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 905. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 905. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 905 by Zaffarini.
Following committee-approved amendment, clerk will read the amendment.
Amendment by Cunningham.
Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, this is clarifying information on the licensing.
Members, is there any objection to the adoption of the committee-approved amendment? The chair has none. The amendment is adopted. Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 905. Is there any objection? Chair has none. SB 905 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain SB 968.
Podiatry licensing.
Members, have heard the explanation of SB 968. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair has none. Chair lays out SB 968. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 968 by Zapp.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 968. Is there any objection? Chair has none. SB 968 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Dr. Lalani to explain SB 1084.
Thank you, Mr. Dazing. Mammography reporting.
Members, you've heard the explanation of SB 1084. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair hears none. Chair lays out SB 1084. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 1024 by Betancourt relating to the issue.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 1084. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. SB 1084 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. Leo Wilson to explain SB 1207.
This adds adoption education to the parenting program for high schoolers.
Members have heard the explanation of SB 1207. Is there objection to consideration? Chair is none. Chair lays out SB 1207. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 1207 by King, real reading.
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 1207. Is there any objection? Chair is none. SB 1207 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Ms. Schaffner to explain SB 1230.
Deputy Sheriff Chris Dickerson Memorial Highway.
Members have heard the explanation of SB 1230. Is there objection to consideration? Chair is none. Chair lays out SB 1230. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 1230 by Hughes, relating to
Question occurs in the passage of third reading of SB 1230. Is there any objection? Chair is none. SB 1230 is passed third reading. Chair recognizes Mr. Cunningham to explain SB 1313.
E-cigarette licensing.
Members have heard the explanation of SB 1313. Is there any objection to consideration? Chair is none. Chair lays out SB 1313. Clerk will read the bill.
SB 1313 by